everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto. This week I'm going to do a real quick video on how to get the rear brake cylinders off the Datsun Roadster in case you're having trouble with it. Hello everybody and welcome back. Sorry there's been a lack of videos in the past couple of weeks. I've been working on my house quite a bit, trying to get some stuff done on the house, and that's been taking up all my time. So I haven't finished the brakes yet. The last thing I needed to do was pull the wheel cylinders off of the Datsun and figure out why they weren't expanding. It's because they were seized up and needed to be taken apart, cleaned up, and reassembled. So hopefully when I put those back on, they go on super easy and quick, and everything works as intended. The Datsun wheel cylinders don't attach like normal wheel cylinders. Most of the cars that I've worked on, they bolt on from the rear to something in the backing plate so that they're attached to the backing plate with bolts. These don't. These actually float freely on the backing plate, so they move around, and if you're back there looking for bolts like I did, you're going to be really confused. So this piece of cardboard is my simulated backing plate, and these are the shims that actually attach the master cylinder to the backing plate. And pay attention to when you take them off, because there's usually, like on this car, there was 4 of them. So there is this upper one here, and these slide off. This is pretty straightforward. Just kind of work them out this way. Once you have that one out, that one comes off. This one comes off after it. Now this is where, if you're trying to lay underneath the car and look, it can get a little confusing. So right here, there's a locking tab that locks into this other. See that right there, that locking tab? So one of these shims goes this way and one goes this way. And if you're trying to do this underneath the car with no idea of what's happening, it gets a little confusing. Alright, so there's probably 1,000 ways to do this to make it easier. The easiest way that I figured out was to take one of your shims and stick it in there, and then you get that so it's holding up both the tangs on there, and then you can slide this piece out here from the underside, and then both your shims come out the front, and then you can wiggle it out of the backing plate. So as long as you remember how to put them back in, they should go back together fairly easily. So just make sure that when you take them off, you remember the order that they came off in, and then putting it back together, they just go back in the same order. So the little one with the tang, one with the clip. So without the backing plate in place, you have it go that way, and then your two. I find it easier to put one on than the other. So that's it. Just a real quick video to show you how to take the wheel cylinders off of a Datsun Roadster. I think 510s are similar, but I haven't worked on one to confirm that. So if you know that some of the other Datsuns attach their wheel cylinders the same way to the backing plate, leave a comment below on what models work the same way so that others can find this information and use it later. So hopefully this helps you guys working on your Datsun Roadster. Until next time, get out there and work on something.